It is for a good purpose that man's possessions cannot be seen in their appearance. Kọ́láfíà, ẹ káàárọ̀, subahul khair, bonjour, good morning, daswa, ansuma, mimamachi. In this episode, we're going to page 5 of Lagos Weekend. Well, I don't need to. I think it's okay. We'll read straight away. You want to see the cover pages? You can go to the previous episodes. So here we have Gina. Then Africa's Then extra on Friday. Extra on Friday. Yes, I think they are Friday papers. Yes, weekend Fridays. Extra on Friday. Africa's greatest advice columnist. Gina, this is it. Gina here. Then extra on Friday. Then Africa's greatest advice columnist. I don't know why it's not Nigeria's, but Africa's. I think they should have made it Nigeria's greatest advice columnist. Because I don't think they actually compared their advice to other nations like Ghana and Ivory Coast and Cote d'Ivoire. Sorry, like Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire, Congo, and whatnot, Brazil, and what? Sorry, this is not Africa. Okay, and the others. Pardon me, my mouth is too fast. Faster than my brain. Okay, it's the first question, Gina. Is breast milk bad? Is breast milk bad? Okay, let's read on. Dear Auntie Gina, in Ghana it is Auntie Ama. Okay, but here's Gina. Dear Auntie Gina, I'm a 27-year-old man and I work in one of the ministries. My woman is of the same age with me and we met when we were in school. She had a lovely figure then, and we were very much in love. Also, she came from a good home. Unfortunately, she got pregnant when she was still in school, and I couldn't claim the pregnancy. Her parents were very furious with me, and her dad even got me detained at the police station for a while. Yes, it used to happen in those days. These days, it doesn't happen. When you take it to police station, it's no news. For a while. My parents didn't like the hostility with which I was treated and washed their hands off the matter. I tried to claim my child after I started work, but my girl refused to have anything to do with me. Full stop. To my surprise, early last year, she honored my request that we should get. Oh, the place is torn. Oh my God. That we should get. And told her I wouldn't. I told her I wouldn't settle. Please, I'm fixing my own words there. Then I told her I wouldn't settle with first. First, Fessed. That's the only word I said there. First, she still cared for. Oh, it's not. I think we should leave it. We should leave it. Okay, but then the writer is Obi in Ondo. Obi in Ondo. Then from the answer we might get to know what we didn't know in the town area. So, dear Obi, the first thing you should do is take your wife to see a doctor. It is dangerous for the breast to ooze milk so freely after years of giving birth, except your girl had another child of whom you are not aware. So you see women, when she started having breast problems, medical problems, she then went to the boy to take care of her. Hmm? You can't trust women. They will ever be wiser than men. Hmm? God has made it so for them. She wasn't accepting. Huh? The parents were furious. But when she started having medical problems, oh, go to your husband. Oh my God. Hmm? And that you are not aware. Paragraph. Whatever the case, a doctor would sort that out. In any case, breast milk is good for babies as long as it is fresh. And if you have stomach, if you have stomach for that kind of thing, it is harmless to adults too. Anyway, we go to the next problem. Next question. Dear Auntie Gina, I was in love with a 25-year-old handsome man, and we'd been together for over 5 years when things changed. We used to have a really nice time, but sometimes last year, okay, it's not my English, but sometimes last year, we called, he called me and told me that he was tired of the relationship. Haba, somebody's daughter. Huh? Somebody's daughter. He was tired of the relationship. He said he was no longer in love with me and that it would be better if we didn't see each other again. Abba. Hmm? Better if we didn't see each other again. Hmm? Okay. When I asked him why, he stopped loving me. And when I asked him why he stopped loving me, he said nothing. Man. Since that day, he hasn't said a word to me. And whenever I think of him, I still feel that love for him. Will I ever forget him? Oh, I told this story for my own sister, eh? My own junior sister. I don't know why they wrote a letter to my dad. Told me, take your daughter. I don't need her again. So she has done nothing wrong with me. I just don't love her. The love is out of me. So have her. I won't have her. I won't take her again. My dad collected the letter and kept it. We were there. I don't know what happened. After a couple of years or so, he came back to my dad. Please, I'm coming back for my wife. See how many? Oh my God. Okay. I still feel that love for him. Will I ever forget him? Joke, Lagos. Hmm? Okay. I don't know if it's Joke or joke, but I think it's Joke. Hmm? Okay, dear Joke, it is very sad when an affair ends because one of the couple invariably suffers. You are currently suffering from a broken heart. It is as if you have a wound. Yes, yes, Gina, you are empathetic. Hmm? It is as if you have a wound. It takes a long time for a broken heart to mend, but it will one day, end, and you will be ready, to fall in love again. Be patient. Imagine this happening to your daughter, or your sister, or your niece, or any relation of yours. God go hammer the head of such men. Nigerian English, God go hammer them head. Okay. Somebody commented that Love making is not for children, it's for mature men. If you are not mature, don't go into love. You go into love, you are mature, you have to get prepared that when you go, whatever condition that the woman is in, you will accept it like that and help her to change or to mend it. If you can't, don't go. Don't just rely on your organ. Mm. Once it is filled with blood, then you start looking for avenues to get it deflated. Mm. Okay. Feel that love will get rid of my rashes. No. This is just slow. Be patient. Yes, be patient. That's okay. Sorry. Now we go to my problem is rashes. My problem is rashes. Mm. Dear Auntie Gina, I am an 18-year-old girl and we have no boyfriend. I am an 18-year-old girl and have no boyfriends because I'm not interested in them at the moment. I've, I've had some rashes in my private part, which I don't want my guardians to see. Oh, youthfulness, which I don't want my guardians to see. I have had this discomfort for over 2 years, and I've treated it with black soap, which brought little relief. I've never had sex with a man, so the rashes couldn't have been sexually transmitted. Last week, I sneaked my way from home to the hospital and met a female doctor who looked at my private part and prescribed some drugs. Full stop. Unfortunately, the drug had finished, and the doctor gave me a new date. She said she wouldn't be around then, but that a male doctor will be attending to me. She said he specializes in skin problems. I'd be embarrassed if I were to expose my private part to a male doctor, but I'm anxious to get rid of my rashes. Uche Bendel. The writer is Uche Bendel. So, Uche Bendel, if you are listening, your story is echoed here. Mm. You might be in your 60s now. Yes, you might be in your 60s now. Mm. Uche Bendel. Okay, dear Uche, there is absolutely nothing to be ashamed of as doctors, male or female in brackets, are used to seeing several bodies every day, some with ailments more serious than yours. You are lucky that this time around you will be seeing a professional who specializes in the type of skin disease that you have. Not all venereal diseases are sexually transmitted, and the more you delay treatment, the more dangerous the ailment. The more dangerous the ailment. Okay, I don't know if this is still part of the story. We finished with that. We finished with that. We go to the next problem. We go to the next problem. Mhm. How do I do this? It's a question mark. How do I do this? Once a while, I will show you the stories. How do I do this? Dear Auntie Gina, I am 20 and currently in love with an 18-year-old girl. We've been together for 4 years now, and she is my first girlfriend. Whenever I request for any money from her, she gives me. no matter how much, and no matter how much, and we have sex regularly. Okay, just go and collect the parents' money and be given to the boyfriend. Eh? Abba. Hmm? Because she's not working, of course. At that day, she's not working. Hmm? But recently, whenever I send for her, she refuses to come. But if I travel out, she will be moaning to my friends, and here she will be moaning to my friends and hers. She will be moaning to my friends and hers about how lonely she is. I have also discovered that she is a flirt. I think I now hate her. I think I now hate her. Are you thinking, or do you really hate her? You see how men, hmm, indecisive. I think I now hate her. When you call her, she doesn't come. If she comes, the day when you start calling her, she starts coming. Oh, that think this is out. Hmm? That hatred is out. Okay, I think I now hate her and would like to drop her. Whenever we have a misunderstanding, we both feel unhappy. I want to concentrate on my studies, and I think the best way to do this is to stop thinking and dreaming of her. How do I do this? That's the title. How do I do this? Oh my God. Ade Surulere. So the writer is Ade, who lives in Surulere, or who lived in Surulere, Lagos. Dear Ade, you know what? You are behaving like an excessively jealous lover. Your girl has done nothing wrong except shower you with love. Why then do you want to get rid of her because she flirts? Do you have proof, or are you speculating? Yes. Take things easy, but step down on the intensity of the romance. You are too young. You are too young to have such deep feelings and commitments. And taking money an 80-year-old from an 80-year-old is not right. I told you it's not right. Is she working? I said, is she working? Is she working? In the meantime, both of you should go out with the other partners, and both of you should go out with other partners. And if you are still miserable without each other, you should come together again. Can I understand that? In the meantime, both of you should go out with other partners. I don't know. I don't know if this is good advice. I mean that they should change partners for some time and see. No, Auntie Gina, I don't agree with you. Both of you should go out with other partners, and if you are still miserable without each other, you should come together again. No, I don't take this advice. I'm sorry. Or viewers, how do you see? What do you see, viewers? I don't take this advice. They should change partners and see. What about if they change partners and they remain there? And even if they don't remain there, they come back. What is it? It is sexual promiscuity. It's not good advice. Anyway, okay. Under it, we have, okay, to the left, we have a Weekend Woman by Cleopatra. Can men be sexually harassed? I love this topic. Weekend Woman by Cleopatra. We read there. This is the Weekend Woman by Cleopatra. Then when we finish it, we come to Diary of Events, if it is worth reading. Okay. Uh, can men be sexually harassed? The debate in recent times has centered on the possibility of men being sexually harassed. Men are supposed to be the aggressors in a relationship, the ones who believe women, the ones who believe women mean yes, no matter no matter how emphatically they they women say no. Paragraph. Towards the end of last year, a colleague strolled into my office for the occasional chats we have when business is dull. Charlotte is pregnant again, in inverted commas, he announced dejectedly. Charlotte? I asked incredulously. The same Charlotte? He nodded. He nodded. Early last year, this Charlotte got pregnant, and my colleague hit the roof. She knew he was married and couldn't afford to have two wives. I remember the story. He fumed. He fumed. Getting pregnant was her decision, and he wasn't going to be responsible for an unplanned pregnancy. I remember the story. Not going for an unplanned pregnancy. After some intervention from Charlotte's people, my colleague agreed to be responsible for the pregnancy. What he didn't tell these people was the fact that he had his own plans. He took Charlotte to a friend of his who was a doctor for a supposed who was a doctor for a supposed prenatal clinic. Prenatal clinic. Oh, he was going to remove the child. Man. What the poor woman didn't suspect was the fact that there had been some collusion between my colleague and this doctor friend of his, to give her drugs that would gradually abort the pregnancy. Oh. Okay. This happened a short while later. This happened a short while later, and my colleague nearly choked on his joy. No, choked. I'm sorry. My colleague nearly choked on his joy. I don't know if I'm wrong, but the spelling is CHOCKED. So viewers, my brain is going bad, and I don't know if it's choked or choked. Right now, I can't tell. Here he was now getting the same woman pregnant after he sworn he would never darken her doorsteps again. Was he hypnotized? Well, you can say yes. No, yes. Well, you can say so. He said, sleep, he said sheepishly. She phoned to tell me that I had left a few things in her. She phoned to tell me that I had left a few things in her house and they seemed expensive, or she would have thrown them away. Could I come to collect them? I'd frankly forgotten all the things. I'd frankly forgotten all the things I left behind, as our affair was a long one. I got to a place after office. I got to a place after office hours, and she was all sweetness and light. Kai! All of a sudden, she started pleading. She started pleading and sobbing that she still loves me. That she still loved me. Sorry. As she did this, she took off all her clothes and started playing with me. This is a trap. Oh, women, they have good traps, very good traps. And started playing with me. Old habits die hard. Oh my God. Old habits die hard, And that was it. One shot, and then one shot, and she tells me she is pregnant. Oh my God. And what are you going to do this time around? I remember the story. Nothing. Nothing. He snapped. She knew what she was doing when she seduced me. Of course, yes. Women today could be really dangerous. It's not women today, women of all time. Young boys, you don't know. Women today could be really dangerous. They tell you one thing when all along they are dangerous schemers with dangerous goals. There are women who could sexually harass you beyond endurance. Yes. This one, people don't see you. If it were a man who had done this, the woman would have gone to report that he has raped her. Yes. Mm. If it were a woman who had done this to a man, if she could turn out he has gone to. Also, if it were a man who had done this to her, she would say, "Oh, he has raped me. I've forgotten my things in my room. Come and collect them." Then you come. Then he holds her and she will go and report. And when she reports, they will lock her up. He lock him up. Okay. Diary of events. The yearly general meeting of the Alumni Association of the African Church College of Theology, Lagos, will take place at the Africo Theo Hall, Africo then hyphen Theo Hall, Ifako hyphen Agege, Ifako Agege, Africo Theo Hall, Ifako Agege, on January 30th, 1990 at 10 a.m. Then, into brackets, Dr. S.A. Then, Dr. S.A. Adewale will be the special guest at the meeting. There will be a general meeting of Osinjinmi Jinado family on Sunday at their family house by 10 a.m. at Omigbedu Town, Ogun State. Okay. What is this? Outstanding staff. I think this is another. I think this is the third event, diary of events. Outstanding staff of Cybel Cosmetics Limited in various departments were rewarded at an impressive end-of-year party held in the company premises recently. The recipients were selected on the basis of hard work, dedication, and contribution towards the growth of the company during the 1989 operational year. Beneficiaries of the award were 14 distinguished workers, two men including two men inclusive from 7 departments. Pa Awoniyi, this is another announcement. Pa Awoniyi has died in Lagos after a brief illness. He is survived by many children, among whom is Mr. Funso Awoniyi. Mr. Funso Awoniyi dash burial takes place tomorrow at Ayiyepe, Ogun State. So this more or less, yeah. Diary of events, okay, announcements and whatnot. Okay. The end of year party, that's the next announcement, the next event. The end of year party, Agbaho Grammar School, into brackets, St. Indas College, brackets close, Old Students Association, Lagos branch, comes up tomorrow. Venue is Mr. David Oniye's residence, 13 Abeje Street, off Ojo Road, ECN, bus stop, Ajegunle, Apapa, Lagos. Ajegunle. Ajegunle of all suburbs in Lagos. It used not to be a pleasant place. You know, in every city we have bad areas. In Ghana we had ours, but Ajegunle was too rough. Rubbish all over the place. Pardon me. I don't know how it would look like. How it would look like now. Ajegunle, Apapa, Lagos. It will be preceded by the monthly general meeting scheduled for 3 p.m. A group known, I think this is another announcement. A group known as the Hearts at the Yaba College of Technology, Yaba, Lagos, holds the launching induction ceremony tomorrow at the college hall. Time is 4 p.m. Another announcement. The monthly general meeting of Ijebu Ife dynamic of Ijebu Ife Dynamic Club comes up on Sunday, January 28th at 28 Stella Sholanke Street. Club here is spelled K-L-U-B and not C-L-U-B. Club. Stella Sholanke Street, Ajao Estate, Oshodi, Lagos. Residence of Mr. Adenuga Badijo. Time is 1 p.m. Another announcement. Ife Uye Club 85. Ife Uye Club 85, apostrophe before 85, Club 85 will hold its first general meeting at the residence of Mr. M.O. Lawel at number 10 Ige Street. Ige Street. Ige is spelled I-G-E. Ige Street. Off Pangrove. Hey, Pangrove. Shomolo. Off Pangrove. Shomolo, Lagos. on January 28, 1990 at 9:30 p.m. I've lived around Pangrufer. It was if I didn't, it was my route. It was a route to my friend Felix Oye. It was a route to my friend's house. Pangrove. Okay. Uh, I no, I think it's not I. I think it's Ilu Titi. The I has been uh, made long to cover two lines. Ilu Titi City Club of Ondo State, Lagos branch holds its meeting at 33 Randy Avenue. I hope it's Randy. I can't see well. It's Randy or Handy. Okay, let me say it's Randy. Randy Avenue, Surulere. Tomorrow, full stop. New members are welcome. Okay. The monthly meeting of Ibele Diamond Club of Idare, Lagos branch comes up on January 28th, 1990 at the Adegbeyenga at the Adegbeyemi's residence, 2 2 Okuribedo Street, Itere, at 3 p.m. All members are expected. That's where it stops. They be expected to be present. Okay. Last announcement. Ikeke, Mrs. Maria Ikeke Simire, age 70, has died at the residence 56A Glover Road, Ikoyi. She is survived by her daughter, Mrs. Veronica Odonuga, and several grandchildren. She will be buried today after funeral service at Church of Assumption, Falomo, Ikoyi, at 1 p.m. Ikoyi used to be a place of noble people, rich people, that had good houses, cars, gate men, watchmen, whatnot. Then that's how life is. Somebody dies from there, and you pick her and go and put her in a very small hole and come back. This lady, if you go and see the mansion, it still happens today. You see the mansion, big mansions, houses. You see, somebody just died recently where I stay. It's really big, a chief. You got the picture of the woman, you place it in front for everybody to see. I looked at the house, I said, look at this house. Probably 2 acres, probably 2 square acres. She can come out room, sit down and do anything. With the watchman, and put the picture there. I asked, what is her end? Just take her into the bush. They don't like her again. Or we don't like her again. We take her into the bush. Dig some deep hole, put her inside, cover it, and come back and take the house. Oh my God, life is no good. Anyway, I will stop here. Sometimes you think about life, you weep. No matter how much you laugh, no matter how much I laugh here, there are times I weep. I actually weep, shed tears. But that is life. You can't avoid laughing, you can't avoid weeping. I was at the second biggest hospital in Ghana, Komfanachi, Kumasi. I think I told this story before. And then some people were driving ambulance. No, the ambulance was where people used to sit, lounge where people used to sit. And a group of people sat down. And I saw that From time to time, they will burst into tears, burst loudly, cry loudly, and put the faces down, one after the other. I felt very bad. I felt very bad. You sit there, somebody will shout. They are grown ups. I think they are children of the disease. Then bury their faces. And that very spot, the driver of the ambulance and the mates were laughing. I said, yes, that is life. You can't avoid certain things. So people crying, bursting into tears, shouting, cannot control themselves. And there, at the same time, people laughing. They're taking the ambulance to go. And they can't help it. They must laugh. And at the time that they are suffering, other people will be laughing. Life is no good. Life, we must spend a lot of our time praying to God, going down on our knees and praying for forgiveness from God. It's very sad, very funny. That's why we say nobody owns wealth in this world. No. You see the big, big houses, people die and leave them for their daughters, their sons, their mates, their watchmen, whatnot, who didn't contribute anything, penny to it. They come and enjoy. And usually those people don't even take good care of them and boast about them more than the owners did boast about them. That is life. Anyway, I would end here, viewers. May God bless you all. Bye bye. Au revoir.